Hey guys, we're up here in my craft room and I have a little, I guess, prior experiment that I had. So I wanted to show you guys this on a separate video, and as you see I did a little paper piecing test cut. But I wanted to share with you that something that you can do, and I wanted to make sure it can be done before I mentioned it. So I tried it out, and this is my little Ariel section in my room. I love the movie The Little Mermaid, so I have a little Little Mermaid stuff in here, so little section. But anyway, in your BrotherScan&Cut, if you have a die, and this is not to, this is just to make things easier for you. If you have a die cut, a die itself, you can cut it out, scan it through your BrotherScan&Cut. So I cut this die out with my die through my Big Shot. Then I put this onto my mat and I ran it in and I scanned it. Then you can save it to either your, I saved it to my machine because I didn't have a card. Hold on, we'll go charge it. I didn't have a card or anything to save it to, but I saved it to my actual computer. I went back in with black blank paper and look what I got. So this cutout, this one's a little bit intricate, so it was kind of like a long process, and again with that stickiness of the mat, it wasn't perfect. But you might be wondering, well, if you have the die, why would you want to do this? Here's why I would want to do it, and it wouldn't be with all my dies, but I would want to do this because if I need a bunch of these, say for a card, and I probably wouldn't pick something so intricate as this because that's still going to be time consuming, but if I didn't want to keep rolling it under, and you can only, something this size you can only do once, one per pass. So, and I usually roll it through back and forth at least twice so that you're sure that it cuts out, especially something so intricate. So I would set this and save it to my thing, and I would just keep loading my paper and have the BrotherScan&Cut do the work and cut out, say, 10 of them or however many that you need. So again, this isn't to replace or anything with your dies, because I don't know if there's like copyrights. I think most people don't mind as long as you already purchased the die. You're using it, and as long as you're not selling them, you guys know the drill. That's not, I just mean for your own personal use. If you want something cut out, just the same reason we do, instead of having our dies, like, even though like your dies can do the same thing, essentially, that this can do as far as cutting out, like with the coordinating dies on your stamps, but you would have to run it through how many times if you cut out, like say you stamp 6 mermaids, you would have to run it through 6 different times if you have one set of dies, which most of us do because they're expensive enough at one set. So you would have to run it through 6 different times just to keep reusing that one mermaid die, where you stamp it 6 times on here and it'll cut it all out at once on your BrotherScan&Cut. So those are just some differences. There's, you could do it with the dies, it's just going to take a lot more work. And say you stamped a bunch of leaves out, they usually only give you one. When they give you the coordinating dies, they usually only give you one die, per item on there. And sometimes they don't even give you all the items. But if there's a leaf on there and you want 6 different color leaves for your little scene that you're making, you would have to run it through 6 different times by re-taping the little leaf and lining it up, and then tape it back through and running it through if you had, the basic die cut machine. But on here, you could stamp the leaves 6 times and it would cut it out 6 times all in one. So that's just some of the differences for the BrotherScan&Cut and some of the things that I like it for. But this was a success. So my project was a success. I wanted to show you so you can scan in your die cuts and save them for future use if you want to cut out multiples just to save some time. And I was shocked that something so intricate, it cut out. So, but I would probably in the future, like I said, not pick something so intricate because that would breeze right through, and then you'd have all the pieces that you need, especially if you're, doing quantities, like if you're making Christmas cards, or a card set and you need a bunch of, of one, that's where this would come in handy. So, hope you guys are liking these videos. Let me know in the comments, or let me know if there's anything else you wanted me to try. I think, and it'll take me a little time. I can't do them right away. But these are just some videos I wanted to get out to share you guys, just to give you more ideas and say, hey, I can do that with mine too. So thank you guys for watching, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.